high blood pressure, pre-diabetes, overweight, and overwork. The mission was always clear: heal the people. But they couldn't hear me because they could see me. I've practiced medicine for 30 years. And while I never fully stayed within the lines of conventional medicine, I at least tried to keep them in sight. Because trust me, nobody wants to be an outcast in medicine. At least not at first. When I first started practicing, I did what the training taught me. Patients would come in and we would do their vitals and, a little exam and schedule the test that they need and give them a prescription, schedule a follow-up and repeat. And then after a while, I noticed something. The same people kept coming in month after month. And then year after year. And few of them were getting better. As a matter of fact, most of them were getting worse. And truth be told, I was getting worse too. High blood pressure, pre-diabetes, overweight, and overworked. I was teaching my community about health while quietly falling apart myself. Falling apart physically, emotionally, existentially. I was fighting for my brain, my compassion, my humanity while running on the treadmill of modern medicine. You see, like most physicians, I was taught to treat symptoms. High blood pressure, here's a pill. Oh, that one didn't work? Well, here's another one. And by the way, here's a copy of the DASH diet. Dietary approaches to stop hypertension. See you in 3 months. Have a great day. Rarely, if ever, were we taught to ask what's fueling this dysfunction in the first place. That was the looming tension, the contrast, the conflict between the medical intervention I was taught and the actual suffering I was witnessing in my patients. But it wasn't just my patients. It was my patients. It was my colleagues' patients. It was my colleagues. It was me. Another lab test, another diagnosis code, another protocol, another patient satisfaction survey. And finally, one day it hit me. This wasn't healthcare. This was sick care at best. This was a system in crisis, not a chronic disease crisis, but a vitality crisis, a crisis fueled by a lack of self-care, disconnection from our bodies, and a medical system that teaches us how to manage disease, not how to create health. Not how to create health. Have you ever looked at the staff at a medical facility? Have y'all really looked at the staff? We're sick too. If we don't have the tools to heal ourselves, how in the world are we ever going to heal others? My breakthrough came when I stopped asking, how do I manage this condition, and started asking, why is the body malfunctioning in the first place? So I did the research and found the answers, aren't y'all glad? And applied them to my own life. So I stopped focusing on the symptoms of weight gain, fatigue, anxiety, and started focusing on healing my body, healing my inner being, healing the environment in which I worked. I stopped counting calories. and started counting nutrients, moments of connection, minutes of meditation, I slowed down my practice and made my own health and well-being a priority. I retrained my mind and my body. The result, y'all ready? At the age of 65, just so appropriate. That's what y'all were supposed to say. Like y'all. At the age of 65, I lost 100 pounds. But that wasn't the best of it. I regained my vitality, my purpose, my joy. Then the most amazing thing started to happen. My patients saw me. They could see me. And when they saw what healing looked like, they started to believe that it was possible for them too. This is not just my story. This is a blueprint for medicine. Medicine must move from disease care to root cause care, from managing numbers to restoring function, from a culture of reaction to a culture of prevention and protection. A new model of medicine where future healers are trained to prioritize their own health and well-being from day one, where nutrition and physical strength and emotional regulation are taught right beside the science of anatomy, physiology, and pharmacology. That healing will be so powerful that it will infiltrate our profession, infiltrate our families, and infiltrate those we are tasked to care for, where future physicians are trained in an environment of support, compassion, and connection, not one of sleep deprivation, nutrient deficiency, and emotional isolation, where we give them the creativity and we give them permission to be fully human. Fully human. To understand this emotional task that they have to carry and teach them how to assess it, process it, and heal from it. Where that old thinking of, I suffered to become a doctor, and so you have to suffer too, is a long gone thing of the past. Where primary care providers are taught to be teachers, coaches, and examples of what healthy living looks like. So they can teach patients how to stay well so that our system is not overrun by people seeking care from preventable illness, making room for those who really need us, who really need our intervention. A new system where technology and artificial intelligence are embraced as allies, tools not to replace us, but tools that will liberate us to do the real human work of healing, the human-to-human compassion, connection, and care. I envision healing centers across this nation, powered by technology and inspired by the synergy of compassion and care. What if the next generation of healers were trained to honor the body's wisdom of healing and to partner with patients to create optimal health and well-being? What if the new gold standard wasn't just about a lab result or an X-ray, but about strength, vitality, and joy? This is the basis of the medicine that I now practice. It is rooted in reversing dysfunction, restoring vitality, and giving patients the tools to combat the things that make them sick in the first place. I am Dr. Jill Waggoner. I have lived the contrast, and I've extracted the wisdom that it had to offer. So now I am spearheading a movement to revolutionize the way we train healers and practice medicine. Because if we focus on the collective cause of our disease, we can heal medicine. When we heal medicine, the healers are renewed. When the healers are renewed, the people are restored. When the people are restored, the world is transformed. So today, I invite all of y'all to join me in healing medicine. Start with your own body, your own breath, your own plate. Because when you choose vitality over dysfunction, when you choose wholeness over hustle, you don't just heal yourself, you become part of a movement that can heal medicine and a movement that can heal us all.